Hello, it's me, Make Me back once again with another indie game. And actually, we've been to this one already. We've seen Tabletop Tavern before, and we are returning to it. I thought we would come back. This one unfortunately got moved for release date into 2026, but the dev reached out, let us know that the demo's been updated. There's been a bunch of changes, so I figured it'd be worthwhile to come back and take a look at this one again, refresh folks around this one. It was really cool, interesting tabletop with Total War and kind of roguelike elements to it. So kind of cool, interesting little game. Let's go. New campaign. All right, so first we get to choose a leader. The Green Tide or the Iron Legion. Yeah, it does look like they've added a bunch of characters here as well. So we'll just go as a starting character, which is just kind of your standard knightly looking folk here. We start off with some basic things over here. Faction effects. Imperial Edict first recruitment pack is free upon entering a town. Hero effects. We get rare units gain leadership and melee attack. Take back our lands. All units gain 2 charge bonus. Great. And then we start off with some basic units down below as well. I believe these can be like upgraded, and obviously we can recruit new ones as we go along through this as well. But I think that's all we can start off with. So start campaign. All right, here we are on the map. So yeah, it is kind of classic roguelike in terms of us having a map. We're going to be able to choose our course through here and different types of missions we're going to have to fight. Each of these are like battle missions or chests and things like that. But we're on this kind of cool tabletop. We're actually in the tavern, which is kind of fun too. Maybe there's like a meta game where we can manage the tavern as well later on. Anyways, let's choose a node on the map. There's a tutorial that's going off on the left-hand side here as well. So all of these are combat. So it looks like we have some options here to go do something else after. So maybe, yeah, maybe we'll head up this way and see what else we got going on. All right, so here's our first skirmish. It's a bunch of green boys here, some goblin rabble, some basic stuff. We can auto-resolve. All right, let the gods decide, or we can fight the battle. We're gonna fight the battle. All right, so the game starts off with a whole bunch of tutorials that you can read through, but here we are in the game mode. It looks really nice. I feel like this looks the same as it did before. Graphically, I don't think they've made any changes, but basically we have these units down here, and just like in Total War, we can select all these units and we can deploy them. And can I move these guys around? Yeah, we can do like that. Yeah, so we can move them around and we can redeploy them. We can change their formations and stuff like that, which is amazing. We have bowmen over here. We can throw them in there. And then enemies are going to come from over here. We can't see them yet. They'll be coming that way, though. And the maps are like really small, and they're just meant to be really quick little Total War battles. And you can see our dude over here that we're going against is this man over here. Hello, sir. But yeah, let's get going. It looks like what's up here too. This looks different. What is this? Shrine +3 melee defense. Oh, interesting. So we could probably take advantage of that, maybe, right? If we come up through the forest, we can maybe take advantage of this. Is that a possibility? Let's try. I'm curious, but we'll set up like that, and we'll start the battle. And now, again, just like in Total War, we're gonna start advancing our troops in here. We need to get into this space here to take advantage of it. Trees and stuff. I don't know if these will hide us. If we get like a hidden status, I don't know. But we're going to get into the zone where we get melee defense. Oh yeah, we do have some stats here in terms of that. Oh my gosh, our archers have gone way too far up. Way too far up. Okay. We're all bunched together now. They didn't stay in formation, unfortunately, when I moved them. I was hoping that they would, but we're gonna move in and start fighting. If I can grab one of these units and maybe get them a little bit flanking, that would be good. Oh, actually, we're getting flanked already, so that's not good. Let's take you guys over here. It looks like we're winning. Got some arrows going out, these flankers, and all that. Yeah, we've got like animated characters. There's some differences between each of them too, so lots of nice little details. Yeah, very nice. We can get real close too, like really close, like uncomfortably close. Oh, this poor guy. All right, so moving out. How are we doing over here? It looks like we're not really taking much damage. Our armored troops are doing okay, and they're kind of like clustered up themselves as well. So our archers are doing some damage on these guys. We're trying to fight these guys. I guess these guys are part of that one. Yeah, and they just broke. So these guys are running away now. So now we want to fight those ones. Those ones just broke. Okay. So I think we're good here. We took a little bit of damage on one of our units, but pretty minimal. So we just gotta get these guys to run away. But that'll be the end of it. Yeah, so we probably could have auto-resolved this one. I think health and stuff like that carries over to the next battle, so it's something to be aware of. So if you guys do get damaged, that's going to carry over. It doesn't look like we lost anybody. I think we still have the same, like they're all full. Yeah, all right, we've got a bunch of tutorial pop-ups here. Okay, so we finished that off. We can continue on now. And here's our summary here. All right, so we killed all these guys. We've got some options here, it looks like now. We can conscript the survivors. Okay. We can get ransom, gets us some gold. We can get tower shields. Units gain +4 melee defense. Okay. We can also get unit health up as well. And then the last option, as mentioned here, is we can actually recruit some of these guys in and conscript them to our team. I don't know if that's worth it right now. I feel like tower shields or gold are probably the best things to get right now. We don't need the health. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like shielding is going to just benefit us because I think that just, yeah, that's everybody has a shield that just benefits. So that's just going to benefit everybody. So that's fine. All right, so we finished our first battle. Now we get a chance to go in and what is this? All right, excuse me, tutorial, I can't see it. So the merchant's dilemma. Panic merchant flags you down, claiming bandits have stolen his goods. He offers gold if you retrieve them, but cannot guarantee their exact location. Your troops are tired and the sun is setting. All right, so we got like a mission we can go on here. Hunt them down. Success, we get gold. And failure, we still get some gold. Ignore, we can get some unit health. Failure, we get some unit health, or we can try to rob. I'm not sure what are the chances of these things happening. It says 13 plus. So I'm not quite sure what these numbers are referring to. Well, we'll hunt them down. We'll see what happens. We got a dice roll. Oh, 13 plus refers to the die roll. Okay, great. So we got to get a 13 or higher on the old D20 die here. Okay, I get it now. We did win, so we got a 19, almost perfect roll. Beautiful. So success gets us a little bit gold, 5 gold. Okay. And yeah, great. Good stuff. Let's move on. So next we have 2 castles we need to attack. The Green Tide or Tailender Forest. Forset? Are these both enemies? I'm guessing these are both enemies. After that, there looks like we can get some more recruitment going on if we want to. Pretty much either way we go. I guess we go up after the Green Tide. That allows us to choose which one we go to after. So yeah, might as well. Let's go this way. All right, so a bunch of Green Tide folks. I like the variety in the character art and things like that too. It's nice. Yeah, so we've got like some of the guys we went up last time here. We got some archers, some goblin archers. We've got some orc ravagers. So a little bit tougher troop there. Yeah, they're more of a melee unit. And then we've got some cavalry, some dire riders, and then a stone hewer giant. Lovely. So we are outnumbered. Okay. We can enter the town, heal all troops by 30%, recruit troops units of town race, or we can try to fight the garrison. Oh, interesting. Loot gold, loot gear, fight the garrison. Interesting. Okay, so we actually have options here. I'm kind of curious what happens when we enter the town. When entering a town, you can choose to either enter it, healing your troops and allowing recruitment, or you can sack it, gaining gold and a gear item. So this is a town. Let's enter the town. I want to see what happens if we can recruit some units. Green Tide, recruit units. Recruitable units will be made up of units from the race of the town. We do get a free one. That's our character benefit. So let's recruit. And then we get recruitment cards. Awesome. Okay, so we can add some people here. We can add armored direwolves. They're uncommon. Okay, we have different quality levels too for these troops. We get dire riders, a dogma troll, and these direwolves. Okay. So these ones are good at charge. Yeah, they're all melee units. This one has a lower attack and lower defense, but has high speed. These guys also have high speed and have good melee attack, and these guys have kind of middle, but they have really good weapon damage. I'm gonna guess this is just like one big guy that's very slow. Let's get the doggies. The doggies make sense, maybe? The fast ones? So we can use them for like flanking attacks, maybe? Armored and large? And they're armored. So I think, is that shielded? Is that the same as shielded? That's armored. Shielded. Okay, so these guys are shielded. And these guys are armored. Okay, so this won't apply to them, but the shielded units get that. Okay, fair enough. So we left that, and then we have a choice. Yeah, and we're just clicking for the tutorials here. Now, all the choices are cards, so we can get more troops there, and then we have a mission over here and a unknown item over there. So I guess we'll go middle.
Let's talk about gold.
Let's talk about gold. All right, gear pack. Choose a gear item for 7 gold. How much gold do I have? I've got 16 gold. Okay. We can starter pack. Choose one tier 1 unit, choose one tier 2 unit, or choose one tier 3 unit. We could also get a, oh, what is this? Adds a random unit to your army. Unit in a bottle. Alchemist potion. Instantly gain 5 gold. Interesting. So we could do a couple of possible things here. I feel like getting a tier 3 unit this early would probably be good, right? Choose a gear item. Don't have enough to do both of those. We can get a couple of guys. Yeah, maybe we just get a couple of units here. Instantly gain 5 gold. So you give 5 gold, you get 1 gold extra. That means we could do like a gear and an expansion pack. Is that what I'm understanding? So we get that, and then instantly gain, drink it, and I gain. Okay, so we got 17 now. Cool. So we can do this, and then we can also get a gear item. So these guys are rare. We got some guns, armor piercing. These guys are shielded, so that could be good. And yeah, they're all rare. Yeah, they're all extremely strong. And Black Eagle halberders. Well, I think we get this guy because he's got shielded, so he'll automatically get better defense. Yeah, we'll get these guys, give us some more cavalry, and then we can go over here and we can check out gear. So let's check out the gear. Do. Collect loot. Looks like gold. Get up to 10 interest per turn. Okay. So more interest. Amazing. Okay, continue. All right, so now we've got more kind of story mission or an unknown. So I think we go for an unknown, just so we get a chance to try a little bit of everything in this run. The Stranded Knight. A knight in shining armor approaches your camp, his horse panting in exhaustion, explains that he is separated from his company and is in need of assistance. Offer assistance. We get a new unit and nothing on failure. Turn away. We might lose some unit health. And then here, offer reunite the knight with his company for a fee. New unit, gold, none, gold. So either way here we get gold. I don't know what this is applying to. Army size requirement 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't do that one. So we only have these two we can do. Got it. So we might as well go for this one and see what happens. If we turn away, like it's just, yeah, it's not worth it. Let's roll and see if we can get an 8. We got a 3. Okay. Modify with gold. If we had gold, we can actually modify it. Okay. But we don't have any gold left. So we failed. We're failures. Let's move on. All right, let's go do another combat here, and then there's another town we can try. All right, so just some basic goblins. I don't think we have to worry too much about that. We could auto-resolve it, let the gods decide. But I think let's fight as many battles as we can before new units. All right, we're back in. Let's take a look at the field here. We've got swamp, which means speed is going to be reduced. No charge bonus. Oh, quite a bit of swamp. All right. Looks like it's better off for us to move these guys like over to this side here so we can get our charge bonuses back. And that's our dire wolves. Our dire wolves are good flanking units as well. And then these guys and these guys, those are our armored dudes or shielded dudes, so they should go up front. And then we have these guys kind of protecting the flank, and then our archers in behind. That makes sense to me. Let's avoid the swamp if we can. All right, so start battle. Let's get this tutorial off our screen here. So we could just wait for them. I don't know if there's a time limit. Is there a time limit for these missions? Can't tell, but these guys are going to come in at us, so presumably we can just kind of wait. There is a speed up option here, so we can kind of like wait for them to come in. They've got archers, so we do have to be careful of that. But I think we can just do like a nasty little flanking cavalry run into these guys in a moment here with these two units. Oh, the doggies are loud. All right, so we're gonna like go hit this flank here while these guys fight. I think that should be fine. Let's check a look at the charge. Do we have like some unique animations for the charge? Oh yeah, look at them. They get thrown around. Very nice. Oh, they're glitching out a little bit. We did get them on the land that isn't part of that. Oh, now they're moving in. All right. So let's go over here. We'll tackle these guys. These guys are fighting over here. Our dogs are taking a little bit of damage from these archers who have decided to kind of hit us over here. So let's go in and see if we can fight these archers so they can't hit us. With that, and then, yeah, we're going to go fight these guys. All right, so we're taking a little bit of damage. We've lost some units, I think. The doggies? Yeah, the doggies. Yeah, they decided to flank us with their archers when we did that. That's kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting that. All right, but they all ran away, so we got victory. Okay, so we fought off everything. We can get gold. We can get a turkey. Range units gain anti-large. It's hard to miss a target that big. Interesting. We can get some conscripts again, or we can get some unit health. I don't think we need to rest. I think we'll just go for the gold, because we're out of gold. It might be good to have some. Units held in reserve. Okay, so we do have reserve spots as well here. So if anybody is injured, we can hold them in reserve, and they'll start getting some of the health back. So if these guys get injured, we can move them out of the lineup for a little while. All right, next battle here, or next option here, is a town. So we can go in and we can try to recruit. I only have 6 gold, so I don't think I'm going to be able to recruit much. Or I can fight the garrison. I have to do one or the other. Reserves do not heal. Uncapped recruitment. Yeah, do we want to recruit from these guys, or do we want to fight them? I feel like this would be a really rough fight. Huh? I could be wrong. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. Let's see what we can do. Auto resolve. Okay, so the auto resolve lets us know that we'll be losing most of our troops, and then the fight battle we might be able to do a little bit better. But auto resolve looks like we would win, but at great cost. At great cost. So let's try and see if we can get this one. We might lose here. We might be in bad shape. There is watchtower here. Okay, so I think that's fine. Let's get all of our kind of cavalry units on one side for some sort of flanking maneuver here. And then these guys, these guys, just move them out of the way. These guys are going to go in our front line. Something like that. Our pikemen will be guarding the flank. And then our archers down the center. Ooh, yeah, down like that. Let's try this out. And then these guys will move up a little bit. I don't like when they move, they completely destroy their formation. So that's a bit of an issue. But we can push pause, and we can kind of reset everybody back the way we want it. So yeah, something they might want to look at there, yeah, in terms of like how the formations work. Things are a little bit off that way. Where the hell did these guys come from? They came from behind. The heck? All right, we're gonna go fight their archers over there. These guys are gonna move in. These pikemen hopefully should be good against horses, right? And then we should, through rock, paper, scissors mechanics, be able to take out a bunch of their archers. We are taking a bunch of damage. We did get these guys shot down. You guys are, yeah, archers. Why are you running in? Oh man, we're losing terribly. All right, we're gonna run these guys back. These guys are fighting. Our cavalry are doing work over here, but 2 of our units ran away, so that's not fantastic at all. But we'll try to. Why are you guys? Why are they running in? I don't understand why they're not like actually just fighting normally. Oh well. We may lose this battle. We may lose this battle. But that's okay. That's what we're here for. We're here to understand what works, what doesn't work. I don't understand why the archers kept running in to fight by hand melee rather than just attacking with their bows. So we'll see. Now that these guys have run away, I don't know if we lose them fully. I think we might be able to still win this fight. At which point we'll have to heal them, like they'll be injured, right? But I don't think they get disbanded necessarily. Whoever got away still. But we'll see if we can even win this fight. I'm going to speed up time here because I think we're just kind of waiting to see if we can resolve this or not. Their archers have decided just like hang into this fight until the end. Yeah, and now our cavalry is fighting these guys. We're not going to have many units left after this fight, that's for sure. Oh man, we might actually lose. We may actually lose. Cavalry are fighting through. It's pretty much even. We managed to get the win. Wow. Okay, that was rough. That was rough. Yeah, I don't know if I was doing something wrong with the archers in terms of the command move or something like that, but they were not attacking as I expected to in terms of using their bows. So that was a little bit weird. Anyways, we did take them all out. Looks like we're no worse for wear, really. We did lose a lot of troops, but we're actually not as bad as I thought we were going to be. Yeah, we're actually in a lot better shape than I expected. So now we can enter the town. We can loot gold or we can loot gear. I say we've got 3 gear spots open, so let's loot gear. And open that, because we might need that to benefit our troops here a little bit. What did we get? What is this thing? The potato. Oh, lovely. Increases in sell value each chapter. Okay. So that's just something for us to sell later. And oh, we can also loot gold. Okay, we get both. All right, so that might be worth it. Yeah, I think that's not too bad. And now we can leave. All right. So now we've got some folks that are injured. Let's move you over to the reserve and try to heal you up. Because it looks like in the next space here we have those things. So if I leave you both in here, will you both heal over time? Because we don't have any combat for a little while here. We can avoid combat for a bit. So that might work out. It looks like we can go and get a chest. So tell me I can go here? No, I can't go there. All right, I can go get a chest. And then there is question marks regardless of where we go. And then there's units up here and then battles. So what do we want to do here? We want to probably just go down the middle here. Oh, sorry, we have to go here first. My mistake. So we got to go here first. And then your company stumbles upon a crumbling chapel at dusk. Strange lights flicker from within, and an eerie hymn echoes across the fields. So we can investigate. That will get us some gold, but might hurt our units. We can say, heck no. And yeah, that will get our units healed up. We can avoid the chapel. We can hire an exorcist. An exorcist. I mean, that's just a typo on there. You can hire an exorcist. Unit health failure is none. We need to have at least 3 gold to do that. That's going to use up some gold. That gets us unit health. We can get gold here, but we might get hurt. We can get unit health here, but we might also hurt our units. I think we hired the exorcist, and because it's a 10 roll, it's going to cost us 3 gold. Let's see what we got. We got a 7. Well, heck. I can make it a 10 and then get some unit health. It costs us 6 gold to do this, plus 15% unit health. Okay. Not too bad, I guess. We did need the unit health. All right, so now let's go down the middle here. We'll get another relic. What do we get this time? We got a letter, common. A unit gains +1 melee attack and melee defense. Okay, fair enough. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt at all. Yeah, let's just continue down the center. And we have, what do we have here? Villagers plead for help slaying a rampaging monster threatening their homes. +14, hunt the beast, gold, prestige unit. Okay. 4+ ignore their plea, or 10+ demand payment up front, which would take 8 units for us we don't have. All right, so we'll try to hunt the beast. Maybe we'll get a better roll this time. We've not been doing well. Hey, we won. Nice. We can still modify with gold, which is kind of weird. I guess maybe there's a benefit to getting a higher roll in certain cases. I don't know. Except, got 10 gold. Nice. A unit prestige. Levy swordsmen have prestige. Okay, so these guys are just like leveled up now. Okay, cool. So continue on. These guys aren't getting health in the reserve here during these ones. I assume they only get health when we're in a combat mission. Is that when they might recover? I'm guessing that's the case, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. So let's head over here.
How can I help you?
And yeah, we can recruit. We got 33 gold, so we can do quite a bit here. Creates a signature unit for your hero. Interesting. Creates a copy at prestige 1 of a unit. All right, and then of course we've got the expansion packs here or a gear pack. It looks like this has gone up a little bit. I think it was 6 before. No, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm kind of curious what this one does. Creates a signature unit for your hero. So I'm going to buy this. Is that going to... I don't know if we need to do that during a battle. I'm not sure. We can also get a tier 3 unit, which doesn't seem like a bad idea. Maybe these guys here, Imperial Templars. They are armored and heavy shielded. Yeah, sure. Let's get you guys in there. And then we still have 11 more. We can get another tier 3 unit, or we can get like 2 tier 2 units and just like load up on units. Yeah, let's do that, because then we'll be pretty much a full stack here and see stuff going on. Yeah, some more archers would be good. Arbalesters, sure. Anti-infantry, armored, shielded, and large. Yeah, I think getting more. We don't have any range, so I think that works out. And then we can get more arbalesters here. Yeah, so let's get more arbalesters. So now we've got 3 ranged units. We've got some shielded units. We've got some cavalry, although they're injured, so we might not be able to use them for the next mission. But I think this gives us enough anyways that we can let these guys rest for 1 round. Plus, we also have this thing. I don't know if this is permanent, though. It doesn't say. We'll use that in mission? Can we use that in mission? I think so. Okay. Continue on. Let's go in combat. So we got a skirmish. Oh yeah, we got lots of units. Oh, they got a giant thing here. They got a couple of archer units and some dogs. Some dogs. I think we leave these guys back and hope for the best here. And if we were to auto-resolving... Yeah, so here if you auto-resolve, you can see the healing that those guys get. It's anticipated that these guys take a lot of damage. So I think we fight the battle, and then we see what happens. We have this jar that we can use. Can we use that now? Oh, no, I guess... Oh, well, maybe once the battle starts, we can use it. All right, so they're coming up here. There's no special things here except for swamp. That's not going to affect us at all. So our arbalesters, let's move you guys back for a second here. We've got our... Yeah, all of these guys. This is our front line. So let's get these guys spread out a bit. And then you guys will be that back row, maybe? I don't know. I think I kind of have to commit these guys to like one side and hope that's where they flank from. Yeah. Okay. Well, we got people running at us. And these guys have good range, so that's helpful. Oh my goodness, look at all the blood. We're going to get the pikeman to go fight the giant. That seems to make sense to me. These guys are... Oh, the wolves are in the back. The wolves are in the back line. My goodness. Can you guys fight the people that I'm telling you to fight? Do I have to do like that? Is that what's going on? And then you guys fight over there. Can you guys... Why are they still... Yeah, something weird with the archers. I'm trying to get them to fight these guys. There we go. Okay. Those guys are running away. So that's not particularly advantageous to us. It doesn't look like I can use that ability, that item in combat. So that's noted for next time. All right, we did get some guys fighting. We're moving them back here. Okay, good stuff. We are not doing well. My combat tactics have not worked out for me particularly well, although we are starting to take an advantage here now. All right, so let's just get everybody fighting these guys. Get these guys to retreat and then charge these guys here. Oh my gosh, why did you run away now? You were fine. You were fine. Can I like try to get these guys to... No, can't do anything about it. Okay. Oh my god, the amount of blood on the field is absolutely ridiculous. And you can see all the individual arrows and everything like that. And these guys just locked in combat. Oh my goodness. You stabbed your friend through the face with your sword, my dude. My dude. You thought we wouldn't notice, but we noticed. We noticed. All right, I lost a bunch of these arbalesters in that fight, but that's okay. We're going to win. Those guys are running away. We just have to finish off these guys so that they break, and we'll be all right. So let's just speed up time, let that proceed, and it finished off. Okay. Whew. All right, we took a little bit more damage than I was hoping, but we did win. We did win fairly convincingly. A lot of our guys run away a little bit earlier than I would anticipate. Like, their numbers are not bad, but their morale just like plummets like nothing. So that's kind of interesting. All right, so we can get gold. We can get a jailer's key, which reduces cost of recruiting from towns by 2 gold. Okay, we can get this big dude, which might be useful. He's rare, but he is injured. So something to be aware of there. We do have one more combat before, at least one more combat before we go to the boss. We could get his health back, possibly. And we could also get unit health here. I don't think we need that right now. It's just this one guy got kind of badly, but he's a backline, folks, so I think that's fine. I think we get the giant. Why not, right? Let's get him in there. And then we're going to throw these guys in here. We'll throw this guy into the reserve and this guy into the reserve, since these guys are kind of more or less healthy. And we continue on. And now we can also use this lamb sauce. We couldn't use that before. We can sell it for 6 or we can drink it. So let's drink it. And now we have the Kriegsguard. All right. He's unstoppable. He is unstoppable. He's got 5,700 hit points. All right. Is this like a single guy? No, it's 24. There's 48 of them. Eh? Oh, okay. All right. Seems fine. Seems fine. Let's fight. Okay. Yeah, these guys have a couple of cavalry, not too many archer units. If we auto-resolve, we lose. It feels like we lose more when we auto-resolve than when people run away. But maybe I'm just overthinking things. Let's auto-resolve it, just so we auto-resolve at least one during this run and see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. Feels like we took a lot of damage. I don't feel like I've gotten that damaged when I've gone in, even though it's like been some close calls. I feel like the overall damage on my units has been less than this, but that's okay. So we get gold, we get arming swords, and a prestige potion. Ooh, we get 2 items here. Arms for melee units gets +3 at melee attack. Well, that's pretty good. We can get another that dude, but I think we're kind of full already. We can also get our health back. We can rest the army and get a bunch of health back. So I'm picking it's either getting this stuff or getting the unit health back. There is a town up here, so we could rest up there and possibly recruit something there too. We have space for one more unit because we can swap in and out these folks. +3 melee feels pretty good, right? I think we got to do that, right? Yeah, let's loot the battlefield, and then we can use this thing and drink that. And we can prestige a particular unit. We should prestige maybe like our strongest unit, possibly. Let's prestige this guy, because that's probably really good, right? Yeah, he's legendary. He is absolutely legendary. All right, continue. So now we have a question mark, which leads to a town. All these lead to towns after. We're in pretty good health. I didn't get a health boost, but these guys seem to have recovered some health after the battle regardless. It seems like. Aren't these guys down at like 20 or something? Yeah, odd. All right. We'll throw this guy in. We'll go over here, and then we'll fight this last castle before we go into the boss here. Oh, this is actually a combat as well. So we can auto-resolve. Yeah, it's raining. Let's fight the battle. We've got, this is our full unit. So this is as big the battles get in this game, which is cool. Do we want to do anything different here? We got our arbalesters. So the arbalesters' range is significantly reduced in the rain, it looks like. Do we not have 2 of them? Oh, no, one is in standby, right? And then these guys, are you guys ranged? Are you guys... No, you're big meaty boys of like big old spiky hammer things. All right. But that's okay. I think we do reserve you in the back to see like where the weak points come in. And armored dire wolves, you are imperial. Yeah, you guys should be over here. You guys should be in the front line. Why did you take a T-pose there? All right, you guys go back there. Yeah, I think that's fine. Because these guys are going to run at us anyways. How the heck did they get a unit behind us? I don't understand how they're getting units in behind us. Okay. We're getting like surrounded. Is this an ambush? Is that like a special mission? Yeah, a little bit strange. That's fine. We got a bunch of people behind us though, and they're like completely killing us here. Absolutely destroying us. That is a little bit annoying. Okay, I had no idea we were going to be able to get attacked from behind, or else I would have planned around that. Fortunately, we did not know. And so, it becomes a little bit more challenging. These guys, yeah, we'll fight these guys over here. These guys are going over here. We're going to fight this guy's over there. Good thing we had the cavalry on the sides there. Although I think we completely lost our wolves. Yeah, a few people have broken. A few people have broken. Oh goodness. Okay. So this might be the loss that we get. We might lose this one. Why are you guys not running away? All right, you guys are gonna go in and check out those arbalists in the center there. This guy's back into the fray. You can go fight your counterpart over there. What happened to our knights? Are they? Oh, they kind of like automatically went in and attacked. Okay, fair enough. All right, so I think we're gonna win. Another costly feeling one here. We have to keep an eye out. So I don't know if it indicated if I could be attacked. Maybe there was like a zone thing that I didn't notice, but it wasn't very obvious that I could be attacked from behind, or else I could have prevented that a little bit by moving, making a little bit different formation there. All right, so enemy host was defeated. All right, so we got that done. That was a big host of enemies. And yeah, everybody's been taken out. We can get gold again. We can get unit health. These guys were completely destroyed. Yeah, they were destroyed down to a man. I don't know if those will heal back up over time. It's unclear. We can kind of throw them in there and hope that that is the case. And then we can get gold. We can get a diamond-tipped arrows. Range units gain armor piercing. Okay. We can get another one of these guys, which I don't think we want. We can get unit health replenished as well. Duplicate unit potion at prestige 1. Yeah. Do we want that? Do we want to duplicate a unit? We can duplicate a legendary unit if we did that, which may be very good or terrible. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll just get the gold or the health. I think we'll just get the health actually, because we're coming up to the boss, right? So we might want to health up. Yeah, let's health up. All right, continue on, and now we are in here. What happened to our reserve? Our reserve dudes are gone. I don't know what happened there. We had a unit in reserve. Our wolf unit that was down to 0. I guess they're just done. They're just dead. Right? Okay. Fair enough. Let's head over here. We can enter town. We can hire some backup dudes here, or we can fight the garrison. I think we're probably just going to do this one run. So I think we just fight the garrison and see what we can do. Since we have no reserves, we're full health. Let's just go at it. All right. We outnumber them at least. So if we auto-resolve... Yeah, we take quite a bit of damage if we auto-resolve. I'm gonna fight the battle. All right, we are in the battle, so yeah, I don't see anything indicating that we can get attacked from behind in this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move everything back into the corner there, and then we'll get all of our shieldy guys moved up here. Right, we'll get these guys kind of central in the middle there. We got our archers in behind them. And then we've got our arbalesters and our other arbalesters over there. And then our Templars are here, and our knights. We'll get them on this side. That's the only cavalry we have. Who's left over here? We got these folks over there. So we'll get the pikemen on this flank, just in case anything comes from that way. And then you guys will also be kind of in the middle. You protect the archers there if anybody gets too close. Start the battle. All right. Yeah, so nobody coming in from behind us. Yeah, again, somebody coming in from behind us. I don't quite understand how that happens. All right, we're going to go fight these guys. You go and fight those as well. And then hopefully we're okay there. We're gonna wait for these guys to come in, and you guys are gonna like go up this way. You guys are gonna go up this way. You guys are gonna come up over there. And where are you guys going? I didn't tell you guys to go anything. So they also like auto attack sometimes too. It's a little bit annoying. I want you guys to go and fight the archers over there. You guys go in and fight those archers over there. Everybody else is fighting in the middle. You guys can go in over there. You can go attack over there. And yeah, that should be good. We cannot hold. We will not hold. We shan't hold. We hold a shanty. All right, let's fight these guys. Just charge in on these guys here. We had one unit group go away. We took some combat damage to our cavalry there, but we're good. So let's just continue on. Nice. Victory is completed. Let's take a look at our rewards here for this round. Oh, took a little while to load, but we're here. Town garrison defeated. And now we can enter the town. All right, we can loot gold, we can loot gear. I think we can do both, right? So we can loot gold, and then we can loot gear. And the gear is going to be a troop health recovery. Okay. Collect loot. Oh no, doubles troop health. Oh, this is a gear, right? So it needs to go into gear. So I guess we can do that. It's a potato. Can I sell this now? I can sell this for 10 gold. All right, let's do that. All right, time for the boss. Let's go. No preparation needed. Fight. We can auto-resolve, and it looks like we would win fairly easily if we auto-resolve, but we're definitely going to fight this one in the field. We have like little pups, direwolves, and these little dudes, and some bigger direwolves, and iron gut enforcers. All right. All right, cool stuff. What is going on over here? Plus 5 melee attack for enemy units. Okay, we don't want to fight in that zone, that's for sure. So we're going to want to fight over this side if we can. And I'm concerned again about the like flanking mechanism here because they always seem to be able to flank us. So I think we get the pikemen in behind. I can't make them face rear, which is a little bit annoying. But that's fine. We'll just kind of like hope for the best and put people out in this corner here. Who's left? You got the bowmen here. And then our cavalry will go over here. That's everybody, I think, right? Reassigned? Okay, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, once again, we got people coming in from behind, so a little bit of an annoying mechanic there, but the pikemen, yeah, that worked out really well. They completely destroyed them. Yeah, nice. All right, and then they auto attack. So it's another thing that they need to like resolve, I think, a little bit. You guys are gonna go this way. We have these pikemen coming in this way. And we got all sorts of people fighting here. All right, Kriegsguard, you're gonna go in over here. You guys are gonna go in over here. And then you guys are gonna go flank around and hopefully take out some archers. Are these guys archers? No, these are not archers, but these guys are. Are you guys gonna run through that group and then not actually complete the attack? Oh my gosh, we're completely being destroyed on this flank. Absolutely running away. Everybody's running away. Everybody's broken. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, we're kind of doing okay in the middle. Yeah, we got their archers off of us now, which is good. These big giants are a problem. They're definitely a problem. Let's move these guys back. You need to now attack this guy, as well as you. We need to get those guys down and let these guys hold off. Only one unit left there, so we should be okay. I think we're okay. Yeah, these guys are down. Attack you. Attack you. Get all the archers on the giants over here. All right, those guys have broken. Those guys have broken. Actually, go fight these guys here from behind. Get a surround on them, and we should be golden. Okay, cool. I think we're good. Let's speed up and allow that to happen. Okay, cool. So that's another combat done. So we'll see what the rewards are. But yeah, gameplay-wise, this game's a lot of fun. It is just like a mini little Total War without like the overland campaign stuff, but you do have the map to go through. It's very intriguing. I think a couple of things in terms of the mechanics, a little bit weird, like the how I always have a unit behind me is a little bit strange and it's not clearly identified, so I don't really know. So you just have to assume that you're always going to be outflanked in every battle. I don't know if there's something that I'm missing in terms of the like that communicating to me on the screen, but I haven't seen it. So it would be nice to know like of an indicator, like, hey, by the way, you might have some units coming behind you, so prepare your flanks or whatnot. But having to basically always have a unit in the back flank when you're attacking is just it seems a little bit odd to me, but it is what it is. But yeah, otherwise, moving stuff around is great. I think the other piece of feedback that I have in the current state as well too is just kind of the auto attack mechanic. So like because there's a lot of units going on, like it's not a huge army going on, but your units go into like an auto attack mode once they've finished off another unit. They just kind of go after the next closest unit, which can be really detrimental if say like my cavalry went off against some pikemen that are just kind of waiting for them. So it would be nice if they just kind of like waited for your orders instead of just auto attacking the next closest thing. But other than that, runs pretty smooth. Continue on. Let's see the rewards that we get for the boss fight, which are going to be good, I'm guessing. I don't know. We killed all these guys. And rewards pretty much the same as any other battle, it looks like. So we do get a little bit more gold option. And conscripted survivors post-battle are granted full health. Okay, that's kind of cool. And then we've got the conscripts here. We can get unit health. Looks like all of our folks... Yeah, and I'm not quite sure the damage ratios of things too, right? So if we auto-resolved, these guys would have been damaged much more significantly. I went in and fought. I definitely lost some units and some health. But then I'm getting like some free healing for fighting the battle itself. I'm not really sure how that's working. So a little bit confused onto that aspect of things. Like a lot of these units broke and ran away, but they seem relatively healthy now. So a little bit confusing on that. But yeah, I think, what do we grab here? I think we just grab the gold, right? Yeah, we just grab the gold. We can get a backup unit, but he's pretty badly hurt. So we'll ransom the captives. And does anything unique happen after the boss fight? No, that's the... Oh yeah, we just move into the next map. Okay. Fair enough. So I guess we move into a harder map of another boss. Yeah. Cool thing. And are we in a different tavern? No, it's the same tavern, right? Yeah, it's just a different map. Cool stuff. Well, this has been Tabletop Tavern. Really interesting looking game. I'm looking forward to checking out the full version of this when it releases sometime in the first quarter of 2026 currently. Hopefully that date stays firm and we get a chance to try this. It seems like it's pretty far ahead, so I'm not sure what they're working on outside of maybe some polished stuff, maybe more content to give it a full scenario and run through, things like that, adding some units. So we'll see, but it feels pretty polished at this state. And yeah, looking forward to this one next year. Thanks always for watching. Catch me down below if you tried this one out. The demo has been updated, so go and check out the demo if you haven't already, and you will see some new stuff. And let us know down in the comments what you think about it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.